Velina mai me ke aloha e ka lehulehu o wau no Okahaku, and here we are in beautiful Keanae on the east side of Maui.
And being from this small community is very special, and we want to keep it that way. And that's why we brought up about the Camp Keanae. Because when I was young, we used to play basketball and volleyball. And we would have groups from town and from outer parts of the island and come in, but it was open to us. And you know, we would make sure everything is clean when we leave. You know, you clean them up better than you got them. And even at the reunions, we would do that. And I just hoping that it can be some kind of like a resource center, but something for the community of all ages, for the young, for the middle age, for the kupuna. When my grandma was living, they had lunches for the seniors. Now they don't. So it would be nice to have something for the kupuna, something for the young ones, especially in this pandemic. So we can have Wi-Fi, not for them to go there, you know, just for homework purposes, business purposes, and stuff like that.
The YMCA has been there for many, many years, but there were things, you know, there were so many things that had to be taken care of. And I enjoyed working there because I got to meet a lot of people. There were so many groups that would come in, but I wasn't in tune with the way they had ran the YMCA because they would charge so much. And whenever our people from the community would use the YMCA, they were charged big time money, and that's not. To me, that was not fair. They come from the community, they should have been given a cheap rate. But no, they paid just as much as people from the other side.
We need it back. In those days where I grew up, we used to go up there at night and play in a gym. We didn't have to ask, we just go up there. Nowadays, they have to ask her to come up. I just look at, I work for the Y, and so I kind of got disappointed that we have to ask her that the kids want to play.
I would say if the YMCA could be open and affordable for people of Maui, not only people from all over the island, it would be something good for this island. There's always churches looking for a place to hold a retreat, but because land and rent is so high, insurance is so high, those events have to be held at private residences. So a lot of times we use like Boys and Girls Club, or we use Boy Scouts of America, or the Girl Scout Camp, or Camp Maluhia. The price you pay is just crazy, so it's hard to hold things for the community.
I would like to see maybe a place where Keiki, or even us, because during this process of application for the Mahiʻai o Keanae, I know it was like really difficult living in here and trying to put all my applications in, and there's like no service. I would love to see a place where we can go and use the computers, have maybe a library, or just Wi-Fi in general, because that's a real challenge.
And I would like to see that they have programs for our children. Now everything is technology. We don't have internet here, especially for the children now that they have the COVID. Some people can go online, some people cannot because they don't have the facilities.
My hope for the YMCA is that it can be a community gathering place like it once was, bringing everybody together. Some ways that I like to see it happen is like our youth taking more of an initiative to, I don't know, teach them how to plant dry land, taro, or have maybe like a Wi-Fi system where they can go there and study. I'd love to see a mentoring program with our kupuna sharing their stories, their olelo, like how they were raised, and be able to continue that, that aloha and love for the land and for its resources, so that they can be able to provide that for their kids and grandkids someday.
And that's why I really want to see the kids get involved in there. Somebody bring kids, the kids from Keanae. You see them riding bicycles up and down the street. Like, hey, there's sometime you can do that. But take them up there, have them learn something about Keanae, about a taro patch, or even soccer games, something like that for them to really get involved. That way they don't be out there.
Get one facility like that, you can actually teach the younger ones how to farm while they're there, and then you can take them for on-hand right down the road at the taro patch. It's ideal of a place. The place is made to teach you. You can teach everything there, and being that it's right there on the road, over time you can open them up to other events and teach outside people, even tourists, the way of life here. You know, some places get their botanical gardens and show people about the flowers and plants. I think this is going to be bigger. It could be bigger. Teach people about farming, about Keanae, about small communities like this, because it's not just Keanae. Get plenty of places like this that need something like that for generate income for the community so they can better their lives, be able to take care of their kupuna, be able to help raise mo'opunas for take care of the farming lands.
Being that we were brought up here, YMCA will be very useful for our new generations to come. And I would say, you know, I'm sure with our new generation is whom we have to support. They're our future. And there are many uses for them, and we'll be glad to have the YMCA for the people of Keanae.
And this place is beautiful. And if you haven't been there, you come visit and you know what I'm talking about. So it's not all about the money and how much you can make off the land. It's about giving back to communities. So no matter who takes over that place, I hope they don't run it for profit, but they run it for the livelihood of the people.
You know, the YMCA is for our community, but they have not served our people. It was always making money for the other side, for their pocket.
But I think it has a lot of potential. It's just how we utilize it. And I'm just hoping that the Mahiʻai o Keanae would be the group that would be able to accept this project and make something of it and make it better than what it was, but still keep it rememberable, you know? Because we cannot just do things always better. You want it better, but you also want to take the old and incorporate it too. You know, our values, like I said, love, respect, hard work. And we want to get the community involved. Yeah, because one person cannot do them.
I just want to mahalo my kupuna that came before me and lit this path for me to follow. And I just hope that our younger generation, including myself, can owe more kuleana to this aina, because we do owe it to this aina, to our kupuna, to malama. Mahalo.
Because nowadays, you got a lot of, you know, younger kids, and I'm sure they all want this type of life, because my own grandchildren too, come Sunday, they don't want to go home, they cry. I don't want to go back to Kihei. I love Keanae. I don't want to go home. So they all cry. So that's what with the YMCA, I think will be very useful for our community, and whatever they can do for us, I would sure love to see it to come back to us. I think we deserve to have it back.